window is a gift to New York. A window should take your breath away. A window should make you think. Window dressing is the invitation to come in. My philosophy was, I'm looking through a camera and I'm creating the most beautiful still life in a magazine page. Each window is almost creating a little theater. Street theater. My name is Robert Rufino. I grew up on the outskirts of Chinatown, a street called Baxter Street. In the late 50s and early 60s, Chinatown was much more quaint, it was like living in a fairy tale for me growing up. My father owned his taxi. He said, don't learn how to drive because you'll wind up like me. Yeah, every Christmas he would take us at night to see the Christmas windows. It was like a wow. It was a fantasy to be in my father's big taxi, and my mother ran a card shop. I think my mom knew the owner, and I just said, oh, I'd like to try decorating your windows. He said, sure, why not? I don't know. Where my career really began, there was a store called Henri Bendel at 10 West 57th Street. It was the store of the moment. If you wanted something exclusive and something that no one else had, you came to Henri Bendel. I think I was about 22 years old. I had an interview with old Robert Curry, and then I met Geraldine Studs, who was the president of Bendel's. They asked me if I wanted to work on the windows. I was hired full-time a couple of weeks after. Once you got the approval from Geraldine Studs, she trusts you, and you just go. Robert Curry, he brought windows back on the map, where we called it street theater. The very, very, very first window after Robert Curry left, I think at that time I went down to the Andy Warhol factory. I met Mr. Warhol, and he had this big brown elephant. I said, can I borrow that for the window? But I want to gesso it white. And he said, why not? Sure. And you have to remember, I was in my early 20s. Life was moving so fast for me. And here I was in this whole new world. Every week it was a different surprise. Each time we installed a window, we were creating a scene. Every window had a theme. Every window made you think about something. I did all the makeup on the mannequins. One of my staff members did all the wigs. We would have customers come in, say, okay, what makeup did you use, Robert? We would have someone like Diana Ross come in. I brought her to my wig maker, or Barbara Streisand. People used to come and they wanted to be that mannequin, It was so crazy. We were doing all these amazing things. It was a whole different time. Times like this, they don't exist. I learned so much. My mentor in life, and will always be, Geraldine Studs. That's how my journey started. I worked from the bottom, and eventually I became in charge of the windows and store presentation, merchandising, designing shops. It was a very, very special time in my life that made my career. Was I dreaming? I had the best job in New York. Here I am, window night. That's me with the long hair. We're selecting what mannequins we're going to use and what we're going to dress. That's Robert Curry, same night. In fact, Robert Curry designed this window. I did work with him on it, but she sniffed something out of the bottle and died in the snow. Crazy, right? But no one hated it, so you just never know what the public's going to like or not. But it said something, This is a summer window we did by some designer from, I forget, she was from Venezuela. She was a model, so we would use her portraits in the windows. And so every now and then I go back and forth and look at what we did or what can inspire me. Landing at Bendel's was an amazing thing. And then later on in my career path, I wound up back on 57th Street working for Tiffany Company. The thing about my windows at Tiffany, I was very hands-on. I would get the elements and put them together or collaborate with someone. I mean, this was my time at Tiffany's. This was my portrait for the press. Of course, Tiffany was very angry at me because it was very severe. That was then and this is now. You know, this is a little bit much, but I had no idea I was going to be a centerfold with my clothes on, thank God. So for 13 years, I worked at Tiffany. I mean, there's just so many windows, but you know, we're going back 45 years ago. Where has the time gone? We're going to make a long story very short because I've had a long career. I became a fashion editor. I had a stunt at GQ, the New York Times, Taxi, House Beautiful. And one day I got a call from my good friend Margaret Russell, and she offered me this incredible job to be the interior design editor of Architectural Digest. I lasted there about 4 years, and then I went to Elle Decor for about 6 years. And then I went out on my own. I look at myself like an octopus because I do so many different things. And you know, why not go back to where you started? I'm doing this great big project for Urban Electric. They said, I have an idea I'd like to talk to you about. I said, great. We're doing these 4 stories, and I'd like you to design 4 different windows, how you see each of these stories told. It was a gift that was handed to me, and how could I say no? When I was at Bendel's or Tiffany, it's a little bit different. This is a much, much larger scale. So the 4 windows I'm designing for the current. One is on Laplace, an architect. So we're telling a story in 2 windows. They are great, great collectors. They love everything and anything, and especially ceramics. Then we go to Austria, this wonderful castle. I wanted to create an optical illusion that when you're looking up, it's like 3D almost. And I think that will be really a nice effect. One is on Japanese tea houses. These drawings are not exact. The window will change a bit, but that's how we get to where we get. Beautiful story, very seductive, very sensual. You want to be there. One window will be dedicated to Robert Keim. I was getting on a plane in LaGuardia, and I had to go to the men's room, to be honest with you. And before you go to the men's room, there are these suspended globes. And I went, oh, the world of Robert Keim. The only thing I'm nervous about is getting the ball rolling. These things have to be built. You know, I'm a little, not nervous, yeah, I'm a little nervous. Of course I'm nervous, yeah. It's like opening night, your first night on stage. Are you not nervous? If you say no, you're a fool. Of course I'm nervous. I'm not nervous, I'm nervous, yeah. So since I've been here last, have you guys made a lot of progress?
A lot, quite a bit.
Really?
Most of all of these will probably be done Wednesday, Thursday. You'll see. Most of these are pretty far along. They're big.
Oh my God. Oh, no. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Wow. I was gonna curse, but I better not. That is gorgeous. Wow. Fuck. Sorry. That takes Robert Keim to a different place, you know? It's just so like, wow. Like, really? God. As they say, that is a showstopper. Hey, who would have thought? Oh my God, look at this. Fuck, oh my God. Oh God. It's so totally overwhelming. You know, I don't even know what to say. Like, you know, I'm going backwards. I'm like Benjamin Button, you know? I I started this at 19, and then I went somewhere else and somewhere else. I just wasn't sure I wanted to do this again. It's like, wow. It's pretty impressive. It's very impressive. Wow. And this, so before we put this in, I'm going to be there to make sure everything is the way I want it.
Yeah, because pretty much to the face of the window is very thin, but we do have an access panel here, which goes through to the bottom, which I mean.
Oh, good. I can crawl in.
Some people can crawl in.
I can.
We're not going to make you do it.
Why not?
Unless you want.
I don't want to get so sentimental or so teary-eyed, but you never know what door is going to open in your career and what opportunities you're going to have. And to meet these wonderful people from Urban, and they are a great family to work with, I'm grateful. I can't wait for putting these on 10th Street and working 4 or 5 days until the big opening on the 16th. I always challenge myself. Because, am I ever satisfied? I am satisfied, but I am my biggest competition. I compete against myself. I'm dyslexic, and, at a very young age, I was quite sick. I knew from an early age that my talent was in my eyes and in my hands. And that's how I got to where I am today. I really can't believe that after all this time, this is really happening. It's really crazy. I have no idea what we're doing, but this is fantastic. That will be great. What am I looking forward to this whole process? To see it come alive, to see it start being made. It's like, I'm not going to go in there with a staple gun and put windows together. It's bigger than that. And everything has to be custom made. If these windows are up for 1 week and all these editors and designers are coming, everyone's a critic. So they have to be beyond perfect. And it's all in the details. All right, there we go. Hold that. Oh, God, help me. Are you fucking kidding me?
Here, let me.
I'm going to have to get in there anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, these are gorgeous. Wow. Oh, these are going to be fantastic. So they can go up high. This is raw. This has to be painted out.
This is getting
a panel? Okay. All right. Well, as long as...
I think both of the sides are getting panels.
As long as I know I can get in here. All right, I'm going to crawl back out. Are you kidding me, people? All right. Burglar in the house. Woof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that's fine. This is staying. This is going.
2, 1, lift. All right, hold that up.
I'm not being difficult, am I? Because, okay. It's got to be perfect. That fixture is not in the middle of the window. It's off center. So that's going to come over this way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see right now what I can move here. Just keep this one.
Thanks, Carlos. And then, are you thinking, do we want?
The fixture should go here. We had 5 days to install these windows, and you need every minute, Bendel's really put the fire under me. It gave me the guts to believe in myself. If I'm going to make a mistake, let me fall, let me bleed. I, till this day, am amazed that I got where I got. I grew up very, very humble. At a very young age, I said, okay, this is not what I want. And for someone who was dyslexic and who was a sick kid, there I was, going down that tunnel to find something that was going to make it work for me. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is day 5 of our installation. So today is the day we put all the final touches on everything. Once these people have finished putting the copy on the window, I'm going to get up on the ladder and install the tool. We're behind schedule, so I'm a little bit ticked off. See, as it gets darker, you see the mystery of the window. We're almost done. You happy? Is it done yet? Wow. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Wow. We have all the press coming tomorrow night at our block party. You know, when you work on something for so long and you do it and it comes true, it's done. Officially done. Officially done. Today is September 16, 2025, and here we are. Curtains up. All right, so we're getting ready for this big opening night, right? This is basically my life. I usually wear it with a polka dot tie, but I don't want to wear that tonight. I don't want to be that formal. I may change my mind before we leave, but I think this is it. Instead of a tie, I may wear one of these scarves. My signature shoes, which I've been wearing since 1998. I have several pair of them. I was in East Hampton in the Springs, in the woods. Two of my friends had a house there. And this was the weekend before I started my job at Henri Bendel. I went there like for a long weekend to relax before I put this big job. And as you could see, Mr. Rufino had a very big mustache. We were just fooling around. I was thinking, what should I wear on my first day? Should I wear a tie or should I And I don't know, he liked to take pictures of people. I feel a little bit stiff, but that's me. I don't know who I am. I don't know everything I've done. I don't know that people look up to me and respect me. You know, I'm not going to say I'm humble, but I have an edge. I've been very lucky with my long career journey. It's like having a rebirth. I started designing windows in my 20s, and here I am at a different point in my life, you know. Window display is a dying art because they're less and less. Barney's is gone. Bendel's is gone. I do what I do because it brings joy to me. And I love to create, and I love to make magic. You know, when you first interviewed me, you said, what do you want from this? And I said, I want the wow factor. And I think I got it. Not to get personal, but I could have the best partner in the world, but if I am not happy at my career and what I'm doing, I am not a happy person. And that's, you know, that has ended some relationships, not that I've had many, but I'm career driven. And that's what makes me happy most. You know, I just think I've had a very big, full life. There's some things I would have changed, but I can't complain. It's been a great journey and not over yet. All right, curtains up, here we go. Who are you? What do you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? Ha! I want to be a star. Oh my God, look at all these fucking people. The art of the window.
I'm gonna take pictures of you.
Oh, good.
Do you have your cigarette holder? We're gonna put a cigarette in it. You don't have to light.
God, I will come to any party you ever throw. This is fabulous.
Life is good. It's a little of this is. Who are all these people?
You are like the chicest thing.
This is fucking crazy.
You are so cool.
I'm so overwhelmed right now.
I didn't realize how cool you are. How cool.
Hey, gorgeous.
Yeah, and I want to get the documentary.
Right, it's with the cigarette.
It's for Interview Magazine. How are you? Big deal. I have a little talent left, right? I'm a little overwhelmed right now. It's crazy. Hi.
You have too many adoring fans surrounding you. I can't make it through. Congratulations.
I'm going backwards. I started my career doing
I was
window.
gonna say, wait a minute, are we back at Henri Bendel's? I mean, congratulations.
Hi, Martha. Thank you for coming. It's fun.
So tell me what's going on.
Obviously, someone did a lot of hard lifting.
Not me. I'm too old
But
for
you
that.
had a 12-hour day yesterday.
Yes. Can I have some water, no ice? It's so nice to see people appreciate the art of windows. When I walked down this block at 5 o'clock, I could not believe the amount of people. It's like the old days of windows. It's my gift to 10th Street in New York City. It's been great. You guys are interviewing me and all these thoughts go through my head. It's like growing up, and it sounds kind of silly saying this, but I always felt different. And one of my friends always used to say, nothing is ever good enough for you. You always want to climb the ladder. What's your problem? You're never satisfied. It's not being satisfied. It's like, why not me? How far can I stretch it, Whatever that means, but it's true. I have some regrets that I didn't do, but I also feel extremely lucky. Here I am at 73 years old, and I feel like I'm 29 years old. I do what I do because I love what I do. But when you're doing the window, that's when all the magic happens, when it comes together. And here I am today, and I really feel I'm always looking for the next step. What can I do before I say no more?